Claudia would never have imagined that her life would change so drastically in a matter of months. She was a girl of just 20 years old, full of dreams and hopes. She had recently moved to a new city to attend university, leaving the small town where she had grown up. Since she was a child, she had wanted to study medicine, and finally, that dream seemed to be coming true. Before continuing, subscribe to our channel and activate the bell. The new city, the campus, everything seemed like a great adventure, and Claudia was excited to begin a new phase of her life. It didn't take long for Claudia to get used to university life. Between lectures, seminars, and study groups, she found herself immersed in a frenetic pace. The campus was a place full of energy. Every day she discovered something new. She felt fascinated by the possibilities that the new life offered her. Among the new friends she made, one in particular caught her attention: Luca. Luca was a charming boy with a magnetic smile and a kind attitude. Every time their eyes met, Claudia felt her heart race. Luca seemed to notice her too. He often paid her compliments, brought her small gifts, flowers, chocolates. He was thoughtful, kind, and Claudia began to feel strong feelings for him. Their conversations became more intimate, and as time went by, their relationship grew deeper. "I'll introduce you to my family soon," Luca told her one day, holding her hand gently, "and then we'll build a life together." Claudia felt incredibly happy, as if everything was going well. But there was a part of her that didn't feel ready to tell her parents everything. She came from a simple family with traditional values, and she feared that they would not approve of her relationship with Luca so soon. She decided to keep this secret to herself, convinced that everything would be resolved in the future. One evening, after a long day of studying, Claudia gave in to her emotions and they spent the night together. Luca promised her that the next day he would take her to meet his parents. Claudia felt on cloud nine, but when the day came, Luca did not show up. Claudia tried to call him several times, but to no avail. He had disappeared without a trace. After a few days of waiting and worrying, she discovered the truth. Luca had made a stupid bet with his friends. He had said that he would be able to win her over in a few days, and he had succeeded. Claudia's world collapsed. She felt a deep wound in her heart, a mixture of pain and humiliation. Everything she thought was love had turned out to be just a cruel game. As if the betrayal wasn't enough, a few weeks later, Claudia found out she was pregnant. The news shocked her. She went to the doctor for a consultation, and there she discovered that terminating the pregnancy could cause serious health problems, making her sterile. Claudia felt completely lost, confused, and didn't know what to do. She needed help, so she decided to go back to her parents, hoping they could give her the support she needed. The journey home was long and full of dark thoughts. Claudia felt alone and desperate. She feared her parents' reaction. When she arrived home and told them everything, the story with Luca, the betrayal, and the pregnancy, their reaction was devastating. Her mother cursed her, while her father, furious, threw her out of the house. "Go away," he told her. "You're not our daughter anymore." He threw her some change so she could get by on her own. Claudia, devastated and without any support, had to make a difficult decision. She dropped out of college and found a job as a dishwasher in a bar near the station. The job was humble, but it was the only thing she could do to survive. Day after day, Claudia got up to face the harsh reality, trying to build a future for herself and the baby who was about to arrive. Despite everything, she never looked for Luca. She knew she couldn't count on him. When her son, Tommaso, was born, Claudia felt an unconditional love for him. The child became her reason for living. Every sacrifice, every renunciation made sense only for the good of Tommaso. Her life changed radically. There was no longer room for the dreams she once had, but only for the concrete reality of raising a child alone. One day, while she was still in the hospital with little Tommaso in her arms, Claudia received an unexpected visitor. Two people, a middle-aged couple, entered her room. They were Luca's parents. Luca's mother, with a trembling voice, explained to her that their son had died in a car accident shortly after leaving her. They had learned about her and Tommaso thanks to Luca's friends. Full of remorse, Luca's parents asked her forgiveness for what their son had done to them and offered to help. "We can't bring our son back," Luca's father said, his voice breaking with emotion, "but we can be there for you and our grandson." Claudia, although surprised by this offer, accepted their help. Over time, Luca's parents became an important part of her and Tommaso's life. Despite the pain they had caused her, Claudia found in them an unexpected support. With their financial help, Claudia was able to improve her situation. She continued to work hard, but managed to save enough to open a small bookstore, thus realizing one of her greatest dreams. The store was an immediate success, thanks to the passion and dedication that Claudia put into it. Thomas grew up surrounded by the love of his mother and paternal grandparents. Every evening, mother and son spent time together, reading and doing homework. Claudia taught him the value of hard work, honesty, and integrity, and Thomas grew into an intelligent and ambitious young man, ready to face the world with the same determined spirit as his mother. When Tommaso turned 12, Claudia received an unexpected call. It was his mother. "Claudia," he said in a shy voice, "we would like to come visit Tommaso, can we?" After years of silence, Claudia hesitated for a moment, but then accepted. When her parents arrived, the moment was emotional. They hugged each other, trying to overcome the pain of the past. "I can't forget what happened," Claudia said, "but I can forgive you. You can meet Tommaso and be a part of our lives, but it will take time." That time passed. Claudia and her parents slowly rebuilt their relationship. Even Tommaso, curious to meet his maternal grandparents, welcomed them with affection. Claudia had managed to overcome all the difficulties that life had thrown at her. She had become a strong and independent woman, a loving mother, and a successful entrepreneur. Despite everything, she had built a peaceful and stable life for herself and her son, who fortunately had managed to create a bond with all his grandparents. Her story shows that, despite adversity, forgiveness and resilience can lead to a life full of love and satisfaction. Did you like this story? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching the video till the end, and see you next story.